What's up, everybody? Action Games and Comics, Free Comic Book Day 2011. I am Matthew Jones, and right here is Jay Williams, artist of Nano Sword for What the Flux Comics, which you can purchase right here at Action Games and Comics. So, Jay, how you doing, man?
Hey, doing pretty good.
Thanks for coming out today, man.
No problem, no problem.
So, tell us a little bit about Nano Sword. What is Nano Sword? What's it about? Make us want to buy this book.
Okay. Nano Sword is my take on what we would call it Blade Runner meets Dungeons and Dragons. We got elves, dwarves, dragons, hot chicks, sci-fi weapons, a little bit of everything for everybody, and wrapped in a whole lot of fun. What will make you buy it? It's new, it's different, and it's just my little take on all these favorites I have.
What can you tell us about the story in the first issue that won't spoil the book for people? Like, what's going on? What's the setup for issue 1?
Okay, issue 1 is actually a two-part tale. It's a story that connects, but it's told from two different perspectives. Without giving too much away, it's one story is about a vampire hunter tracking his latest target, and another story is about an investigative agency tracking down leads that leads to a bigger threat. That's about all I can give you without giving away too much of the book.
I've noticed with this book that you're not the only creator on it. It's you and Mr. Elens.
Yes, that would be
Eric Ellens, that's his name.
Yep, that would be my bro.
That's your bro.
Yeah, that's my bro. That is literally my bro.
Okay. So what made you guys decide to split the book into two? Have half of it done by you, half of it done by your brother?
Well, it's since this is number 1 and it's our introductory issue, we wanted to showcase the art style, the two different art styles between both brothers. But in the future issues, there would be one book completely done by him and one book completely done by me.
Written the same way, where you're doing the story and the art, and then he does story and art, or you gonna mix it up a little bit?
Well, I'm doing the story and art for both books, but I'm not story and art, but story for both books. He's doing the art for one book, and I'm doing the art for the other.
Okay, so your brother he's just one of the artists.
He's an artist,
but
colorist.
the whole story's yours.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. So I just want to show this to the camera so everyone can get a taste of what we're talking about. This is his brother's artwork, Mr. Elens. All right, and then this is a good example of Jay's artwork. So, is this your first comic book that you've ever done?
Yes, yep, this is pretty much, no, it's my second. But this is my first one on my own.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about how you got involved with What the Flux Comics. How did you and Larry hook up? How'd this all come together for you?
It was a sunny day in June, I remember. No. That was a weird story. I mean, I was happened to be going to Sam Flax to pick up more art supplies. I've never done a comic before then. Just draw as a hobby, but I ran into this guy, Larry. He asked me a question about a Transformer t-shirt I was wearing. One thing led to another. We were talking about comic books, and just happened to have my portfolio with me, and I showed it to him, and he was hooked and suckered me into it ever since.
That's cool, man. Who would you say has been your main inspiration as an artist? Because when I look at your art, I see a little bit of manga influence to it, I want to say.
Yes, I have a big thing about manga ever since. I got hooked on it when I was in the Navy. I had a guy show me Fist of the North Star. I don't know if you remember that one.
I know that one.
Oh man, it's classic. I've been hooked on them ever since. And the style and the energy around manga kind of, I like the way, not so much as they write the stories, but so much the way they display the action. I like that.
Cool. So this is your only current book coming out with What the Flux right now, correct?
We got some coming down in the future.
Right. We'll get to that later. But
yeah, right now this is the only book I got going.
Are there any other types of stories that you would like to tell with What the Flux Comics?
Oh, yes,
Not talking about the wink, wink, nudge, nudge, but something else on your own that You got any other stories cooking?
Yes, I actually wouldn't mind doing a western. I really like westerns, and I grew up on the classic spaghetti western or big Clint Eastwood fan. I also would like to do something. I like the superhero genre. I also like to do something. It doesn't relate to heroes, more like a crime drama or something like that. I would like to do that.
Okay, very cool. So what's coming down the pipeline for Nano Sword? What are you planning on doing? I know you said you've got the one issue that your bro's doing, one you're doing. Tell me a little bit about what readers can expect to be coming in the story.
Okay, this year you should be expecting, like say, you got the next two issues coming. Then we got like a who's who or bestiary, as you want to call it, that tells about the races that's going to be showing up in Nano Sword, and a lot of the monsters and creatures are going to be fighting. Also, I'm thinking about putting out just a pin-up book of various characters I've done. Maybe I can get the beautiful Miss Natalia to pose for me and get one of her. But yeah, that's what I got coming down the line.
Cool, man. Well, thanks a lot for coming out here today.
Hey, man, enjoying it.
Awesome talking to you, man.
All right.
Matt Jones, Jay Williams, Free Comic Book Day 2011, Action Games and Comics.
Peace.